Just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Christian Wilkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He sets to fire deep. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he fires one incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying All is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. A Here's Fields on the sneak, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
On play action, Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
24 is the mic. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get ready. Go. 24 is the mic.
Fields now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's an early lead there for the Saints.